Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the New York Jets. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. This defense for the Jets, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Stevenson.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Now a handoff, Stevenson.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. He gets it complete to Harris.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the gun, it's Stevenson.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Let's go, man. Let me what you got. What you got, man? What you got, man? Give me some. Give me some. What we got here?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
But good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
He'll look to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. We're scoreless after 1. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the final number here in terms of top speed, I mean, that almost looks like a misprint. He was just absolutely flying. Unbelievable.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
And the Pats are going to take over here up near the 40.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To the right side, this is Stevenson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Bulldozes past him. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball and try and get things settled down a little bit.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to try and go deep again. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play.
And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's 3rd down.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield,
he's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
and I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. Running room at the 50. Look out.
And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Now Wilson on first down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
That's a big letdown defensively. They had him stop behind the line, but the face mask going to bail the offense out.
And the hand does not have to be up there for too long. Just a little bit of a grab is going to be enough to get the call and the 15 yards against him.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he'll be out right at the 35. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Harris. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Running left is Stevenson. Evades the tackler and now some space. How did he stay on his feet? And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Mostert now to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And now here's a carry heading left. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Rolling to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Wilson to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to retake the lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
107 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They go play action with Wilson. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They go play action now. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. To try again after the sack. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Jets 21, Patriots 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think
they'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Harris, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3 from the shotgun. Wilson. And this pass broken up.
The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Switch. Back to 60. Back to 60.
On play action, they'll throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss. New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it here. But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And it's 3rd down.
Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Pats at the line ready to go. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now this series could very well determine our outcome. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's 2nd and 8.
Looking sideline, incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's back to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just...
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Jets are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. McLaughlin for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Jets 28, Patriots 16. Great man to kick off for the Jets.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll drop to throw. It's caught. Smith. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Jets, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for New England, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.